Friends and families, welcome to the Cal State Long Beach College of Liberal Arts commencement ceremony. Let me direct your attention to the display screen nearest you where you can watch your graduate as they enter the venue. Now let's get ready to welcome the College of Liberal Arts graduating class of 2026.
Friends and family, if you're ready to see the class of 2026, keep that energy up and count it down with me, starting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Graduates and guests joining us today to recognize and honor our history-making graduating class of 2026. We welcome the following distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university. Jennifer Acenas, Chair, Department of Communication Studies. Michael Alland, Chair, Department of Linguistics. Loretta Ramirez, Chair, Department of Chicano and Latino Studies. Catherine Chu, Chair, Department of Comparative World Literature and Classics. Chi Ah Chun, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Donna Nichol, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dan O'Connor, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Patricia Perez, Associate Vice President, Faculty Affairs. Dushi Sathyanathan, Vice Provost, Academic Planning. Shauna McKeever, University Counsel. Jeff Cook, Chief Communications Officer. Chris Fowler, Chief of Staff. Dr. Brian Jackson, Interim Vice President, Information Technology. Daniel Montoya, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Dr. Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Dr. Karen Sism Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Andrew Jones, former President. And Dr. Lauren Blanchard, CSULB President. In 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. To sing it for you this morning, please welcome Alyssa Curiel.
Home to scholars, artists, dreamers, all are welcome here. Maker of tomorrow's leaders, now and through the years. Love for all that came before us, in our hearts we hold. Always honor, truth and justice, always black and gold. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach.
Good morning, Long Beach. Buenos días a todos. President Blanchard, honored guests, members of the faculty, relatives and friends of the graduates, and class of 2026. I welcome you to the 76th annual Commencement celebration of California State University, Long Beach. I'm Dan O'Connor, Dean of the biggest and no doubt the best college on the campus of Long Beach State. As we begin our ceremony today, I would like to acknowledge the Tongva Gabrieleño and Hachimen Juaneño nations as the original stewards and traditional caretakers of the land where Cal State Long Beach is located. It is an honor to work at Pavungna, a sacred site known as the gathering place to the Tongva and Southern Californian Indian people. We recognize the Tongva and Ahachiman nations and their spiritual connection as the first stewards and the traditional caretakers of this land. We thank them for their strength, perseverance, and resistance. The College of Liberal Arts, or CLA as we like to say, offers a multitude of majors, minors, and certificates. We have hundreds of faculty members and staff who are here to support our almost 10,000 students. Yes, 10,000 students in the College of Liberal Arts. I mentioned we were big. You, our students, are at the center of everything we do, and I'm delighted to be here today to honor you, the almost 2,700 graduating CLA students as part of the class of 2026. I know today is a monumental day for everyone, for all of you students in the stands and everyone who helped you get to this stage today, where soon you will hear your names called out as Cal State Long Beach's newest graduates. We've all had support from friends, family, faculty, mentors, and so many more. If you have someone to thank, shout it out. I encourage you by the end of today, or even by the end of this ceremony, to thank someone who helped you get here. Post your appreciation on social media, pick up the phone and give them a call, yes, an actual phone call. Tweet it, snap it, TikTok it, or go really old school and send them a thank you card to someone who's special who couldn't be here today. Share this day, share this achievement, share your story. Representation matters. And share your gratitude to those who helped you reach this moment. We're all here to celebrate you. Graduates, you have earned your degree in the liberal arts tradition, a tradition that values critical thinking, centers diverse perspectives, and fosters effective communication, ethical judgment, decision-making, and empathy. You have done internships, you have traveled abroad and learned languages. You have joined clubs and served your communities. You have worked on projects in classrooms, labs, and beyond with your professors and peers. When you are asked, what does one do with a liberal arts degree? Please answer, anything I want. Liberal arts majors become teachers, business owners, pilots, poets, counselors, social workers, researchers, lawyers, politicians, and community activists. Some even become college professors and deans. You've made the most of your time here at Cal State Long Beach, students, and we believe that you will make our society better as graduates. We are proud to send you out into the world as the new ambassadors of the College of Liberal Arts, and we are so excited to see what you do next. I would now like to welcome to the podium our former president, Andrew Jones.
Good morning, graduates of the class of 2026. I know you all had to get up early this morning to be here, so I have a very important question for you this morning. Very important question. Are you ready to graduate today? That's good to hear. And welcome families, friends, faculty, staff, and everyone who came here today to support these amazing, amazing graduates. I have an important question for you as well. Are you ready for them to graduate today? Good, everyone's awake, and I will take that as a yes. Graduates, many years ago, I sat exactly where you're sitting right now. Well, actually, it was over in the upper quad, but otherwise, I was in exactly the same place you are today. Just another hopeful graduating student at the beach, wondering where life would take me. At the time, I could not possibly have imagined the path that lay ahead, or that one day I would return here to serve this university as the first alum to occupy the president's office. When I arrived here as a student, I was full of possibility, but not yet certain where my path would lead. No one in my family had been to college, and I didn't know how to navigate the system. But like so many of you, I found mentors here. I found opportunity here, and I found a community that believed in what students from the beach could accomplish. In so many ways, this university gave me my start. And that's why it's been such an honor to serve this past academic year as president. But today, the title I am most proud to hold is the one that I now share with all of you. And that title is Graduate of California State University, Long Beach. We'll take an airline timeout. Graduates, as of today, you join a remarkable community of almost 500,000 alumni around the world. You leave this campus not only with a degree, but with a lifelong connection to this institution and to one another. Being an alum of the beach is something special. It represents resilience, opportunity, and the belief that education can change the course of lives, not just for individuals, but for families and entire communities. So wherever life takes you next, always remember to take the beach with you. Take the work ethic you built here. Take the curiosity that brought you here. Take the belief that opportunities should be expanded for others, not just for ourselves. And if there's one thing I hope you carry forward from your time here, it's this. The spirit of the beach does not stay on this campus. It travels with you into the world. Today is not the end of your relationship with this university. In many ways, it's just the beginning. Stay connected to the beach. Come back, mentor students, give back when you can, support the next generation, because the beach will always be a part of you. To many people, the world today could feel uncertain, but moments like today remind us why the future still holds so much promise. And the future looks brighter today because graduates of the beach are entering it. So graduates, go apply what you've learned. Go use your talents to lift others. Go build careers that matter and lives that make a difference. Go strengthen your connections to this place that helped shape you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go make your mark on the world, and go beach. And now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing a longtime colleague and friend. I've known Dr. Blanchard for many years, and I've had the pleasure of working with him in the CSU system. He is a thoughtful leader, a person of deep integrity, and someone who understands the power of public higher education to transform lives. I know this university has a bright future and is in excellent hands with him at the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th president of California State University, Long Beach, Dr. Lauren Blanchard.
Thank you so much, President Jones, for your encouraging remarks and for your steady and reliable leadership this past year. Good morning, distinguished faculty and staff, members of the Platform Party, friends, family, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2026. Today is indeed a momentous day in your educational career. Obtaining a degree from Cal State Long Beach signals to the broader society that you are indeed ready. Ready to lead, ready to engage, and ready to contribute significantly to the public good. The commencement ceremony today is far more than just a conferral of a hard-won honor. It is an announcement of your limitless potential. You now carry the knowledge, skills, judgments, and responsibilities honed here at the beach. These attributes will take you places you cannot yet fathom, places in which you will rise as a leader and rise as an agent of change. As you progress into and through your career, remember the faculty and staff who guided you, and give thanks to the family, friends, and mentors who sustained you. In their honor, remember to lift them up as you have been lifted. Help someone else to accomplish their dream. You're now an alumnus of California State University, Long Beach, and with that distinction, your circle of influence will become larger than ever. Doors will open for you, and opportunities will be presented to you. Take those opportunities, revel in your triumph, and see where your limitless potential will take you. Graduates, you have my sincerest congratulations on achieving this milestone, and I wish you the very best, the absolute best, in all of your future endeavors. And as always, go Beach!
Good morning. I am Donna Nickel, Associate Dean for the College of Liberal Arts, and as someone who proudly earned her master's degree in history from this very university 20-something years ago, it is my great honor to announce this year's Master Awards winners. We would like to begin by recognizing this year's 2026 Dean's List of graduating master's students, university scholars, and artists. The Dean's List is limited to only 1% of students pursuing the master's degree in our college. A nominee must show evidence of truly distinguished academic achievement in their chosen field. Please join me in congratulating the following students who have achieved this extraordinary distinction. Anna Valeslava Fejas in psychology. Olivia Marie Romero in anthropology. Tatep Rong Kitsuri in political science. J. Jasmine Safri in English. Josue William Valente in linguistics. Congratulations to these extraordinary scholars and to the dedicated faculty who mentored them. Would the winners please stand if you are able and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. And now we recognize this year's recipients of the Best Master's Thesis Award. They are Lisa Den Nguyen in Applied Anthropology. Her thesis is entitled Longing for Home, Navigating the Complexities of Homelessness in Little Saigon's Vietnamese Diaspora. The other is for Deborah Lorraine Sanchez in linguistics. Her project is Indigenous Wellness, Resistance and Language Reclamation in the Wake of Colonization and Settler Colonialism, a Schmuwich case study. Would the winners please stand if you're able and be recognized? Thank you, and you may be seated.
Good morning, everyone. I am Chia Chun, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. We have two Associate Deans. I am pleased to join Dean O'Connor and Associate Dean Nickel in congratulating all of today's graduates and their families. We're honored to recognize our 2026 outstanding baccalaureates for the College of Liberal Arts. There are three of them. Alyssa Agudelo from Comparative World Literature and Sociology. Daria Abbasi Jafarinajad from English. And Melanie Michelle Sandoval from Anthropology and Chicano and Latino Studies. Would Alyssa, Daria, and Melanie please stand to be recognized if you're present? Thank you, and you may be seated.
Graduates and guests, we have reached your moment. We're pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for the master's degree. Graduates, after you cross the stage, please return to your seats if the weather permits.
Good morning, Beach family and friends. Good morning. We have reached those moments you've been waiting for. It is now time to present the candidates for conferral of the master's degree. Our candidates for the master's degree are making their way to the stage right now. We will wait just a moment for them to assemble because we've got one step to make it official. All right, master's candidates. We're going to make it official. President Blanchard, these graduates have been recommended to me by as the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by the Dean, and candidates by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in our President, he will confer the degrees.
Graduates, you've been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and by your Dean, as well as your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and all the privilege pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may come forward under the direction of the faculty marshals.
Jacob Matthew Rand.
Omar Alejandro Espinosa Guzman.
Esteban Francisco Raigosa. Pearl Pham.
Andrés Trujillo Castro.
Michelle Plasencia. Ileana Carissa Resendiz.
Summer Jan Katak.
Kaula Mohammed Azam.
Kaylee Stahl.
Eileen Joy Parslow.
Richmond Deep Ann Tran. Daniel Stephen Wheelock.
John Ripato.
Renee Segura. Kainoa Haleaokale Hamner. James P. Shaw. Seth Chronic. Hansana Ginasena. Lindsay Han. Tanya Nicole Winterton. Pectra Sowen.
Alexis Lee Reagan.
Jessica Beckham.
Valentine Gonzalez.
Taryn Anastasia Noriko. Kayla Michelle Magnuson. Stina Pedersen.
Letitia T. Burns.
Leslie Gower. Lauren Torres. Shujana Lynn Lynch.
Edgar Alfredo Nava.
Donna Lugo. Gail Renault Smith. Catherine Gonzalez.
Claudia Yvette Ramirez Gutierrez. Juan Martinez. Mara Guadalupe Manjarres Bonilla.
Gisaeli Cruz Valadez.
Diana Elizabeth Salazar.
Taufik Khalid Ahmed. Ashley Morgan Anderson.
Thanafol Tongkul.
Brisa Joey Reyes.
Jade Jasmine Safari.
Jolie Elizabeth Estrada.
Melanie Montoya.
Stacy Melissa Vasquez. Grace Haas.
Ariana Sendrager.
Randy Fidel Renaga.
Edwin Dagoberto Cordero Vialta.
Fabiola F. Smith.
David Ennis.
Ruby Noel Bakuli Nishevsky. Chloe Amber Hogan.
Nikki B. Nadler.
Andy Tirado. Chloe Elise Stephan. Jacqueline Yeekat Zanoni Tayalukwani Rivera.
I think that's pretty much it. Are we good? At this time, I am pleased to present the candidates for the conferral of the bachelor's degree. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand if you are able, all of you? Hold on. Stay where you are till we give you further directions, please. President Blanchard, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by their faculty to receive their degrees.
Graduates, you have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty members. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies completion of your undergraduate degree from California State University, Long Beach. Congratulations. You may now come forward.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You want us to just go? Just start going?
Oh, great. Battle.
Wait. We're ready. Let's go.
Marlia Julia Turner.
Marlia, congratulations.
Maya Perez Johnson.
Maya, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Deja Armani James.
Deja, congratulations.
Asa Hinton.
Congratulations.
Johnny Allen Williamson.
Lauren Charles First. Kai Michael Boyle.
Sydney Lee.
Gavin Baron Pangilinan.
Wakana Getes Honma.
Yuna Shin. Sophia Quinn Yu Wong.
Luke Kahea Ito.
Amy Nicole Urrutia.
Marina Luz Costa.
Kyla Sanaya Stubbs.
Brianna Bray.
Gibran Perez Rodriguez.
Melanie Michelle Sandoval.
Rosario Leilani Fonseca.
Jessica Vallejo.
Tristan Duran.
Reina D. Torres. Sara Sarmiento.
Brianna Yasmin Marquez.
Yasmin Santana Manuel.
Andrew Anthony Loza.
Jan Alexander Fernandez.
Kimberly Nicole Navarro.
Thais Dalai Aguilar.
Marisol Cristina Segui Muniz. Jaime Rafael Rodriguez Ramirez Jr.
Yesenia Gonzalez.
Alyssa R. Mendez.
Aurora Dorset. Taisha Ali Payne.
Aaron Yvette Hart.
Tyler Morgan Wadman.
Caitlin Elizabeth Langford.
Alyssa Agudelo.
Kehan Liu.
Alejandro Tiscareno.
Ramon Daniel Rosales. Emily Brianna Menjivar Lopez.
Callista Page Freeland.
Zachary Elias Laurie. Lindsay Michelle Johnson. Julian Lucas Hansen.
Nathaniel Avila Flores. Chaz Christopher Celentano. Jack Richard Chang. Ryan Joseph Cortez.
Martin Wynn. Amanda Quiroz. Brianna Carrington Myricks.
Brittany Huthau Boy.
Alexandra Nicole Ugale Filarca.
Andres Ivan Govea Loera.
Laurent Chan.
Eugene Sue.
Phoebe Shaw Ferrer. Christian Koji Fukino.
Jay Punsalan.
Alexis Tone Arteaga. Amanda Marie Abito. Jade Carranza.
Jaya K. Pettiford. Samantha Garcia Middleton.
Jenna Cherry Anderson.
Stone Pratt.
Heriberto Garcia.
Carolyn Ferris. Jessica N. Contreras.
Carly Aiden Jackson.
Jorge Francisco Alas. Emma Sandra Boucher.
Daniel Alexander Syracuse.
Erica Engel. Joshua Alexander Espinoza. Catherine Stephanie Andrades Grande.
Sierra Jade Johnson.
Karime Guadalupe Ortega.
Tyler Watkins Root.
Rafa Gabriel Aguilar Adred.
Elijah James Wilkerson.
Alexander John Hamlin. Madeline Rose Grow.
Brandon Norcross.
Grecia Jasmine Batts Canastooge.
Izora Citlali Lopez.
Keely Barbara O'Rourke. Paige Pamaran.
Sebastian Michael Dominguez.
Kaylee Danthan Wynn.
Lindsay Doan Cow.
Erica Jasmine Pacheco. Melissa May Redoblado.
Andrea Betsabetafo Laprieto.
Giselle Garcia.
Stephen Nin.
Suin Jessica Shin.
Avery Josephine Parrott. Julia Claire McCasback. Sam Renteria.
Valerie Leanne Sue.
Suhaila Aurora James.
Geraldine Barreto.
Anayi Zambrano.
Megan Lee Brewer.
Raven Ramsey.
Mickey Gerard Lynch.
Emily Reyes.
Kayla Bustos. Mackenzie May Bowen.
David P. Walker. Rian Naomi Sheffy.
Abigail Teresa Herrera.
Sonia Liana Salazar.
Yusra Ahmed. Madeline Aiko Artega.
Lisbeth Gonzalez Guzman.
Alexa Anali Acosta Flores.
Rocio Velasco.
Camila Andrade Mendez.
Daria Abase Jafarinejad.
Amelia Getch Son.
Amanda King. Jacob Jakub.
Paris Marie Lee Polino. Daniela Pardo.
Stephanos Panayotis Georgakopoulos.
Riley Elizabeth Frame. Amanda Denke.
Lorena Ochoa.
Benjamin David Stein.
Cody Richard Agnew.
Jamie Seitz.
Sarala Monique Herath.
Giovanni Rojas. Danielle Portillo.
Genevieve Amelia Painter Fawcett.
Adrian G. Twombly.
Emily Elza Lodge.
Lizette Princess Palacios.
Elsie Clara.
Sydney Alexis Gower. Amber Hope Herrick. Esmeralda Montserrat Herrera. Lisa Kim Lay.
Jonathan Tran.
Jason Kwan Do.
Alyssa Sarabia. Raven Chanel Talaba.
Oscar Gomez.
Christopher A. Martinez.
Jasmine Stephanie Hernandez de Leon. Maya Evelyn Hernandez.
Madeline Suzanne Di Carvalho.
Kayla Velasquez.
Spencer Rose Bouvier Moser.
Ixamara Canales. Dustin Ron Cuellar.
Christopher Kennard. Madeline M. Garcia.
Frida Yvonne Williams.
Daryl Lewis Sr. Oliver Lafayette Lamer.
Timothy Silva.
Idalia Giselle Gonzalez Garcia.
Danielle Mahino. Brisa Peña.
Carla de la Pena. Bianca Inés Beatriz.
Hannah Huteri.
Joshua Robert Maciel.
Emma Isabel Sandoval.
Abigail Kelly Muther. Mercedes Alexandra Padilla.
Adriana Graciela Lopez.
Alyssa May Weimar.
Christine Alvarez.
Justine Bethel Gallardo. Adriana Mariah Guerrero.
Cassidy Joy Meehan.
Nayeli Gomez Diaz.
Sabrina Brock. Ingrid Farino.
Alberto Loya.
Andrew Saya.
Maya Renee Jolly McQueen.
Madison Grace Young Duchich.
Carla Vanessa Mejia.
Audrey E. Sturzik.
Cassandra Callison. Jennifer Kamba. Jeffrey Walter Chmiel. Isabella Rose Benedict. Noel Zachary Castillo.
Adrian Saldivar.
Nicole K. Chea.
Nia Aguilar McCollum. Leilani Morales. Dora Lisbeth Marroquin. Isabel Anaid Meneses. Serena Sofia M. Ramos Zapata.
Norma Jasmine Frias.
Dalia Reyes.
Alexis Ray Boston.
Cindy Mary Limas. Charles Arguelles Limon.
Diana Andrea Araujo Zepeda.
Sharon Lee.
Stefan Barua.
Anaya White.
Ash Kimberly Mendoza.
Ruby L. Arredondo.
Mariana Ortega. Yesenia Rosales Ortega.
Adeshola Adeoye. Amaya Jolene Burris.
Danielle Carlota Porras.
Diamond Liliana Scott. Jocelyn Villarreal.
Madeline Lozano.
Tabitha Catherine Allery.
Ingrid Vanessa Mateo.
Sierra Renee Gwaltney.
Gabriela Mansker.
Lane Dester.
Jesus Guadalupe Valdez Para.
Gilberto Perez.
Rebecca Cristina Bojorquez.
Jen Jamali.
Yosalin Camargo. Jonathan Michael Estrada. Wendy Evelyn Cose Peck.
Chelsea Elizabeth Harris.
Janelle Marie Owens.
Max Forden.
Malia Naniloa Piper.
Anissa Michelle Smith.
Acacia Angel Burry.
Riley Ann Negro.
Jordan Elizabeth Silvas.
Haley Morgan Fitzgerald.
Traver Adams Vincent.
Corey James Carlson.
Natasha Hawkins. Dustin Kai. Nicole Rihanna Correa Greer.
Emma May Ridinger.
Ileana Teresa Canales. Jennifer Ann Burnett.
Alexandra G. Racinos.
Natalia de Jesus Hernandez.
Rebecca Del Rio. Alexandra Escobar. Alondra Giselle Carranza. Maria E. Cisneros.
Madeline Noel Havelka.
Angel E. Dubon.
Gustavo Jesus Villegas.
David Chiedozie Okwekwe.
Lavender Sky Valenzuela.
Josue Emmanuel Mendiola Silva.
Valentina Jimenez.
Alejandro Servin.
Mengo Win. Emery Pham. Brianna Nicole Pearson.
Giovanni Scott Shakwa.
Yashira Gonzalez Ledesma.
Christine Lizeth Munoz.
Lizette Chavez Osorio. Oralia Alejandra Barba Quintero.
Yesenia Olmedo.
Yurissa Aguilar.
Ariana Torres.
Sergio Jesus Polo.
Haiti Brito.
Noel David Gonzalez.
Nicholas Mills.
Josue Alejandro Soto Paleo.
Brendan Matthew O'Rourke.
Jennifer Stephanie Gonzalez Lazama.
Madeline Chacon Gonzalez.
Marco Tulio Martinez Canales.
Hector Garcia Arciga.
Matthew David Finkelstein.
Rebecca Martinez.
Hannah Hilan Nicole DeNoble.
Daniela Rios.
Celeste Gaona.
Isabel Giovanna Monteroso.
Samuel John Ely.
Carolina Patricia Yanez.
Alexa Martinez.
Alisa Yvette Anderson.
Abu Mesfin Tekle.
Bryce Lancelot Rolf Kincaid. Catarina Adriana Gonzalez.
Shermaine Golden Smith.
Caitlin Chloe Morales.
Ellie Castro. Quentin Harvey Flowers.
Madeline John Scoville.
Ashley Marie Engel. Jennifer H. Jung.
Russ Nyland.
Keith Dario Villalobos. Isabella Yvette Valdez.
Eduardo Lozano.
Brooke Savannah Flores.
Grace Wynn. Kathy Giselle Perez.
Joseph Haven Figueroa.
Katrina T. Wynn. Cecilia Rose Odo.
Jacob Giovanni Viramontes.
Megan Wynn.
Alice Chung.
Connor David Cox.
Malak Wehba.
Julia Marissa Pilkington.
Emma Grace Sahagan.
Sadie Radinsky.
Jillian Grace Dewey.
Justin Christian Kibuyan.
Brianna Alitzel Aranda.
Candace S. Jordan. Nathan Jamie Lopez. Miles Herman Gibson.
Jocelyn Isabel Verde.
Andrew Moreno. Connor John O'Donohue. Joshua Matthew Marshall.
Jessica Jasmine Hernandez.
Nayara G. Renteria.
Kristen Elizabeth Larson. Natalie Inzunza.
Christy Alejandra Cordero. Elena Estwick. Jarrell David Cardenas.
Thomas Siebel.
Taylor Nicole Johnson.
Nashali Eva Paxter.
Summer Nicole Garcia.
Helena Giselle Simpson.
Isabella Bond.
Priscilla Lopez.
Yoselin Guadalupe Sanchez Moreno.
Tatiana Alexa Bertrand.
Ashley Tanha.
Roxanne Daniel. Ella Ryan Coots. Kaylin Leona Cruz.
Ashley Wendelid Lopez.
Emily Sabrina Clark.
Taylor Ray Karp.
Joseph Gabriel Yarbrough.
Javier E. Lopez. Kaung Mayat Koko.
CJ Mark Martucci.
Alexander J. Shearer. Corey Mai Tosta. Carden K. Tran.
Vincent Kwok Ving Boy.
Semi Yagyello.
Tierra Lynn Stevenson.
Randy Rodriguez.
Christopher Louis Gomar.
Caitlin Marie Navarez.
Kelly Talia Upton.
Sophia Alexandra Kaplan.
Kylie Faith Ortiz. Edward Reyes.
Caitlin Nicole Carrillo.
Eric Martinez. David Paget.
Victor Manuel Gomez.
Elise Fukubayashi. Chloe Iris Fisher. Sandra R. Cordero.
Angela Maria Rezzano.
Margot Elizabeth Cross.
Bradley Garrett Smith.
Iani Roll. Dylan Patrick Newmeyer.
John Carrington Sweet.
Madeline Popovich.
Maria Suhan.
Douglas Miller.
Rowan Singh Bardwaj.
Jalen Trinity Gutierrez.
Natalia Ortega. Aiden Nicholas Ross. Rachel Rose Rivera.
Christopher Barahona. Edinson Escobar.
Alfredo David Santos.
Matias Ramirez.
Romina Pari Green.
Edwin Salazar.
Alvaro H. Rodriguez.
Henry Mendez.
Diana Edith Medal Garcia.
Miguel Escobar.
Michael London.
Rachel Sophia Romo.
Amelia May Bowes.
Christine Anis Samaan.
Michael Mendez.
Amanda Rose Herrera.
Jasmine Zamora. Rachel Savithri Sudarsanam. Abigail May Watson.
Francesca Fidele.
Nelson G. Lewandowski. Eliana Samantha Lopez. Ashan Herath. Sophia Jarsky.
Ron Ivan Morales Abril.
Ashley Placencia Tamayo.
Erin Renee Gagne. Tiarania Hall.
Alex Shirley.
Madeline Grace McGee.
Alyssa Nicole Corrigan.
Cynthia Rendon.
Leticia M. Solorio.
Haley Michaela Torres Arpon.
Tiffany Lee. David Abraham Gutierrez.
Isa Berber Chavez. Gabriela Alexandra Bradbury. Allison F. Core.
Gretel B. Koning. Araya Vanity Hernandez. Julian Antares Lucio. Christian Jarrell Laird.
Ana Lucia Castro Leso.
Sophia Marie Murphy.
Guadalupe Guzman.
Britton Amare Woolard.
Anthony Gibbs.
Abigail Corinne Schmalak.
Yasmin Gabriela Rizkallah.
Jessica Bailon Alvarado.
Reina Hirai.
Madison Denise Selak.
Alex Christensen.
Ty Arasil Higa.
Margot Maxon.
Daniel Patrick Lee. Ryan Lawrence Kurniati. Lydia Carolina Godino.
Mariana Guadalupe Secundino.
Chelsea Ariana Perez. Jack D. Pearson.
Jacob Eric Vandenberg.
Marlena Novoa.
Jaslyn Sepulveda.
Melissa Romero. Mervy Pineda.
Rachel Y. Bolin.
Selena Marie Reyes.
Alfred Stephen Sandoval.
Chloe Avery Reiner.
Isabella Maria Norma Garcia.
Isabella Rivera. Pilar Luz Renteria.
Ellie Huang. Sidlali Janet Ibarra Rivera.
Samantha Marie Manrique.
Jermaine Herrera. Cameron Nicole Littleton.
Diana Samantha Espinosa,
Daphne Joy Torres,
Amanda Nicole Castillo, Manawia Josephine Franklin,
Danny Manuel Manriquez, Juan Medina,
Sarai Abigail Lopez, Elisa Arlene Guzman,
Deyanira P. Vargas,
Anthony Javier Agredano Padilla, Giovanna Capella, Zoe Marie Foreman,
Darla Tu Uyen Hoang,
Carlos Oropeza,
Diego Ernesto Avina,
Carlos Olivares,
Kira Sue Hughes,
Leilani Alvarez Islas,
Chloe Tran,
Talisa Estrada, Jacob Joseph Avalos,
Ashton John Oliver, Bardo Rodriguez,
Sierra Joniah Hull,
Asia Bautista Abernathy,
Brenda Muro, Jacqueline Racinos,
Madeline Brooke Camara, Karina Caravantes Escalante, Samantha Chanel Araujo,
Emma Renee Miller,
Emma Catherine Crowfoot, Allison Michelle Dickinson,
Olivia Grace Narancic,
Savannah Standage, Levi Jeremiah Taylor,
Tristan Flores, Chase Blade, Aiden Fox Figueroa,
Angelina Liliana Petrie, Alejandro Benjamin Ramos, Amanda Maria Niebergall, Danya Mahfouz,
Zara Diaz,
Karen Julie Cow, Vanessa Janae Henry, Han T. Hong Lee,
Madeline Taylor Otto,
Julian Andrew Hakame,
Crit Van Tile,
Ariana Maribel Linares, Cassandra Morelia Garcia Santoyo, Michael Gutierrez,
Logan Stupin,
Luciana Gonzalez Duke, Elisa Myliv Zorensen Grun, Elizabeth Aurelia Haugerud Lofstad,
Ivan Aurelius Rodriguez,
Terrence Scotty Silvis,
Elin L. Amaro,
Phoenix Jane Ashlyn Mella,
Jana G. Salame, Jamal A. Shirzad,
Sebastian Jose Lozano,
Cameron Scott Cervoni,
Sergio David Morales,
Ali Zamani,
Suzunosuke Ida,
Madison Marie Ross,
Mia Natalia Hawkins, Sebastian Schuyler Godfrey,
Natalia Catherine Wojcik,
Celeste Marie Robles,
Dara Charisma Lopez,
Claire Emily Robinson,
Sarah Kathleen Schaff,
Naomi Giselle Gervasio, Eliana Denise Gonzalez,
Brooklyn Grace Bardazian,
Riley Kate Murray,
Jasmine Ira Carigma,
Drew Alexander Hernandez,
Gavin Cuellar,
October Makana Jones,
Mariel Jadine Cuenco. Ricardo Arzate.
Maya Jade Hakawat.
Julian Nicholas Cayol.
Ashton David Sardinas.
Ethan James Brown. Tanner James Clark. Molai Omar Fahmy. Lee Elizabeth Evans.
Edgar Ramel Rosales.
Elias Evan Torres. Michelle Valdez.
Jasmine May Estreba. Nolan Paul Alberti.
Jasmine Santos.
Ryan David Momtahan.
Sarai Carpio Au.
Ruby Marie Vasquez.
Jasmine Ariana Barrera Camacho.
Felicity Kwok.
Samuel Renaga Cazares.
Mikey Martin Willis.
Mila Hodge.
Eileen Robles. Honey Rose Moman.
Henry Jones Sussman.
Lawrence Kayla de los Santos.
V.Y. Lepum.
Noah Sundiata Evans.
Haley Marie Walton. Autumn Nicole Weaver.
Stephen Duenas. Giselle Marie Elefante.
Aneth Suarez Palomares.
Alyssa Anayi Jaramillo.
Arlene Yvette Sanchez. Terrell Simmons.
Janet M. Wynn. Aiden Anthony Murray.
Emily Ann Evert. Natasha Faye Cohen.
Alexander Thompson.
Allison Calderon Perez. Chloe Lynn Miller.
Hermes Agustin.
Alila Ariel Owens. Aldo A. Mendoza. Ruby Maldonado Funes.
Dinara Christine Brown. Nancy Cho. Jan Raven Castillo.
Katie Mu Gomez. Zixuan Liu.
Miranda Sarah Ponsiglione. Seamus Edward Anthony O'Sullivan. Emmanuel Inku Poznanski.
Julian Fernando Avellaneda. Felix Anthony Beltran.
Vivian L. Ochoa Soto.
Ethan Yamaguchi.
Chloe Renee Arsenault. Paula Bencomo. Kendall Ray Kashner. Reina N. Amial.
Chanel Alyssa Youngquist.
Melissa Yvette Navarro.
Analisa Celine Gallegos.
Gustavo Maya Vida Gomez. Kalia Raman.
Emily Avila.
Anaí Vargas.
Christina Morales Tolentino.
Cynthia Yesenia Zepeda. Chloe Hannah Schwab. Nicholas Yang Villanco.
Jose Tadeo Quintero.
Taylin Lene Corner.
Jacqueline Hong Lien Lee.
Dulce Maria Flores.
Kimberly Romero.
Shelby Corinne Worthington.
Elise Morgan Brownlee.
Amaya M. Hammond.
Marlies N. Robertson.
Anna Lomeli.
Janelle Tampoco.
Elizabeth Galvan.
Kaiser Haitin Sina.
Kayla Marie Griggs.
Cameron Branch.
Princiata Lucas.
Amira Keltoum Ben Mofid.
Vivian Hien V. Fan. Caitlin K. L. Fan.
Ryan Daniel Hamilton. Adriana Gutierrez. Cleopatra Hansasut.
Like 30 people. There are like 30 people left in an unlocked room. Only because
Well done, everybody. I see an awful lot of proud and happy faces out there. Before we close, we must acknowledge some who made today's ceremony possible. Sign language interpretation of today's ceremony was provided by Katie Kalin. Thank you, Katie. I would like to thank the Bob Cole Conservatory Brass Ensemble. We also thank the University Commencement team for their planning efforts, and particularly, I'd like to point out the CLA staff, faculty marshals, ambassadors. Thank you all for your work. One last note before you leave, I would like to introduce you to the next Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Dr. Donna Nickel. As we leave, please go out there and advocate for public higher education, advocate for Long Beach, advocate for the liberal arts, and the best way to do that is to tell your story. Congratulations, students. You are now the latest and greatest liberal arts graduates from the beach. Thank you and congratulations, and go Beach!